On this episode of Games I Want to Play That Are Not D&D, I want to talk about Mausritter. But I don't just want to talk about Mausritter, I also want to talk about The Estate, which is a collection of adventures for Mausritter. Now, Mausritter is part of the OSR, so the old school Renaissance. This is role-playing games harkening back to 1st and 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. They are relatively rules light, and they're often quite deadly. But rather than having something like Morkborg that is all darkness and grim and despair and Mausritter puts the fear and the danger in that you are playing as a little mouse in a big, wide, scary world. So imagine rolling up little mice with, needles as swords and bottle caps as shields. I'm very interested in playing Mausritter, also because it has a very cool inventory system. But I'm really interested in the Estate, because what the Estate does is it is a collection of small pamphlet adventures that you can be run as one-shots, all circling around a single estate. So imagine that as a campaign. Rather than going on some long adventure, the entire campaign is you exploring the different rooms and nooks and crannies of this massive estate, which to something the size of a mouse is a big, grand adventure. Like you can have, an entire adventure in a grandfather clock, like in the ticking clock. And look, these are very simple adventures, just a little trifold thing. And then you could go down to the aptly named Giant Snake is in the Sewer. When you are playing something that is small in a world that is big and scary, anything around us as humans that we see as mundane could look terrifying or beautiful or grand to something the size of a mouse. And so you get to do a lot of cool stuff as a game master. I'm really interested in playing Mausritter. Mausritter looks really fun. I've also never really played a game in the OSR, so this feels like a good place for me to start. And I really want to run through all of the great modules in the Estate. So if you're looking for a swords and whiskers role-playing game, check out Mausritter, and consider checking out the Estate too. They're pretty cool.